Hi, I'm Jordan Long, and this has happened to me before. Well, now, with my folk, there's going to be two names that there's always going to be a word. Now, this is about is it Asian or Oriental? Oh, yeah, well, first off, both words are borrowed words, learned words. The English word for those two words, I don't know. But that's not even the grounds of this film. The grounds of this film is that folks who are Oriental sometimes go with the term Asian, even though not everyone who lives in Asia is Oriental. If you want to be right about it, Asia happens to be led by the Caucasians, the Arabs, the Hindus, and also the Orientals. So right there, you got you got those folks that could go as Asian too, you know. So, and that's not easy, and that is the truth. If you don't believe me, go look up all the folks that live in Asia, and you will see that it's Caucasians, Arabs, Hindus, and Orientals. Now, that's not even the grounds of this film. Now, I call myself Oriental, that being a borrowed word, learned word, but then Asian's also a borrowed word, learned word. But where I go with Oriental is there's the Oriental kind. Now, true, the Oriental kind tend to live in the Southern, the south part, the south break of Asia, and it has never been a hang-up of mine. No one has never come to me, and I have called myself an Oriental for 36 years of my life. And I've never met anyone who's Oriental or not who has said, "Oh, Jordan, you can't say that." Well, no one's never said that to me. So it's not like someone who's Oriental has ever come up to me and never said, "Jordan, you can't say that," or "I don't like that. I don't think it's right you said that," because they would have not known me, so they would not use my name. That's my mistake. "You can't say that. I think you should say Asian." But don't you know that Orientals aren't just the only folks that live in Asia? That you got Caucasians and Arabs and Hindus that also live in Asia too? Yeah. So why would we claim that as us when we do know there's more than one kind of folk that live in Asia, right? Yeah. But I don't really think you should, say that word. It's not a put down word. It's not a shame word. And the last thing I want to do is put anyone down or shame anyone. But it's not. It's not one of those shame words or put down words that someone used to put down someone else from another kind to make them think they were less than, to make them think they were not good or not good enough, or someone thinking, "Oh, I'm more good than you, so I'm calling you this." It was never that. I always called myself an Oriental, and that has never been a hang up of mine. And I don't think, and then there's going to be some folks saying, "Oh, you can't say that either." And I've never had anyone ever come to me and tell me that I can't say that word, or that word has a bad meaning, or that word was a put down or a shameful word for someone of thy kind. Never happened. I've never had someone say, "I don't think you should use that word. I don't think you should use that word. It's a put down word. It's a shameful word. And I don't think you should be saying it." Well, Oriental isn't a shame word. It's not a put down word. I should know. I am Oriental. And I have used that many times. I have put that down on many of my likeness sheets over the years. I put that down where it needed to be put down, and no one's never ever gave me a hang up over it. I mean, it's true. When have you ever heard anyone who's Oriental ever say, oh, don't say that, that's wrong, or don't say that, that's shameful? No. Maybe there is someone out there who feels that, who thinks that way, but I don't know them. And I've never met them. They're not on YouTube. They're not on Twitter, so I wouldn't know. But the point is, I don't really think the word Asian can be used. I mean, yeah, sure, why not? Orientals are from Asia, but then again, so are the Caucasians. If you count Iran and Israel, and you want to count them, yeah, they're all white. And the Arabs, pretty much almost half of Asia, almost all of them are Arab. And if you want to go off, you can say half of it is Oriental. So really, Asia is really the part of the break of Asia is divided between the Caucasians, the Arabs, and the Hindus, and also the Orientals. So I really don't think that Asian should be used, can be. So I realize that's why I don't use Orient. That's why I don't use Asian, because Asian refers to anyone living in Asia. And why I use Oriental. Now I know someone's going to watch this film and tell me that I just missed a bunch of lands in Asia where the Arabs live, and a bunch of lands in Asia where the Hindus live, and a whole bunch of lands where the Orientals live, and a lot of lands where the whites live. Yeah, in Asia, yes. I'm not going to go through on Wikipedia, pull out all the lands in Asia and say, well, this is where all those kinds live. That's not what this film's about. This film is about how I always used Oriental, and it's never been a hang-up, and why I don't use Asian. Or at least why I don't use Asian in that sense. It's never been a hang-up. No one's never gotten mad or rap at me. And it is true. No one's never said, oh, Jordan, you used that bad. Oh, you used that bad word. How dare you say that bad word, that shameful word, that put down word. You should not be saying that word. I think it's wrong. You should not be saying it. So tell me what you think. I'm Jordan Long, and I'll see you later.